Okay beta, let's start new chapter, that is linear inequalities. This is chapter 6 in your NCERT book, class 11, right? So what do you mean by linear inequality? See, what do you mean by equality first? Then we will understand inequality. So what do you mean by equality? What do you mean by equality? So equality comes when two things are equal. See, if I'll write any equation, let us suppose I'm writing an equation that is ax plus by, this is equal to 0. So this is an equation. So what do you see in equations? You see equation have two sides, right? Consider this equal sign as the center, right? Consider this as a center. Now you have two sides. So this side is nothing but this is your right hand side, right? This is your right hand side, and if you see this one, this is nothing but this is your left hand side because it is placed towards your left hand, right? So equation had two sides, RHS side and LHS side. So when LHS is equal to RHS, then we get an equation, and when LHS and RHS both are equal, so we relate them with the help of equality. So this is the sign of equality, they both are equal. But what happens in inequality? Let's suppose in inequality this LHS and RHS both terms, they are not equal. They may be less than with each other, or maybe one is greater than with the other one, right? So what I can write, let's suppose this ax plus by, this is greater than 0. So it means that your LHS is greater than your RHS if we'll compare, right? So this is the sign of greater than, right? Understood? So this is the concept of inequalities, right? Understood? So what we have to focus in this chapter, we have to focus that all the operations that we do in a normal questions, when equal to sign was there, we will do the same process when inequality is given, means less than or greater than, right? So we will use the same operation. For example, let's suppose if we add, let's suppose this equation is given, ax plus by is equal to 0. Let's suppose you want to add 2 both sides, so let us add 2 both sides. So the equation will remain unchanged, right? 0 plus 2 will be 2. So this equation remain unchanged, right? Now let us bring this minus 2 towards this side. So ax plus by is nothing but 2 minus 2, that will be equal to 0. So focus here, when I am bringing this 2 towards this side, then this sign of plus 2 becomes minus 2, correct? Focus over here. So in a similar way, we can do the same process, that is addition, multiplication, division, while solving inequality as well, right? Understood? So let us understand this with a simple example. Let's suppose a number is given, that is 24x is greater than equal to 100, right? So now if you want to find value of x, then what you used to do, let's suppose this was given, 24x is equal to 100. Then how you will find the value of x? You will find value of x by dividing 24 to 100, like in this way. You will cross multiply this 24 and you will get x as 100 by 24, correct? So in a similar way, what you have to do, you have to cross multiply this 24, so that this 24 will come in the denominator side. So this is your answer, means x is greater than 100 by 24, means x is a variable, this number is a constant. It means that you have to take all the numbers which is greater than 100 by 24, correct? Understood? Right? Now let us understand how to write the solution of this thing, because in equality you get the direct answer, means you get a single answer, that is x is equal to 100 by 24. This is your final answer. But if you get this type of answer, x is greater than 100 by 24, then you have to express your answer on the number line. How you will, now let us understand the concept of number line. So let us take a number line. So now let us take this number line. So what we will get? Let us suppose we will place this number. Let's suppose this was given, x is greater than 100 by 24, right? So this is 100 divided by 24, right? So what is the sign of 100 by 24? 100 by 24, this is a positive number, right? Positive real number, correct? This is a positive real number. So what we will do, we will place 100 this side, 100 by 24, right? So if you take bigger numbers, let's suppose, let us divide this, let us simplify this 100 by 24. So what we'll get? Let's suppose we are simplifying this. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10, 0, right? 2 6 are 12, 25. So if you will divide 25 by 6, you will get nearly 6 4s are 24, right? So you will get 4 point something, right? So this number is nothing but 4 point something, right? So if you take bigger numbers than 4.1, what you will get? You will get 5, you will get 6, you will get 7, and you will get lot of other numbers, bigger numbers, that is up to positive infinity, right? But if you will come toward this side, so you will get all the smaller numbers. Smaller number than 4 is 3, then smaller number is 2, then smaller number is 1, plus 1, then you will get 0, then all the negative number, yani up to minus infinity, right? So which solution we want? We want x, x is over here, right? So what we want? We want all the numbers which are greater than this 4.1. So we'll take all the numbers which are greater, means which are bigger than 4.1. So we can take all the numbers which are bigger than this. So all the numbers are solution. 5 is also a solution, 6 is also a solution, 7 is also a solution. In between there are a lot of decimal numbers. They are also solution of this problem, right? So how you will write this in form of solution? So in order to write the solution, we have to learn another concept, that is concept of intervals. So what is the concept of interval? So let us understand concept of interval. So what is the concept of interval? Concept of intervals. So what is the concept of intervals? See, there are two types of intervals. One is open interval and the other one is closed interval. Closed interval. Open interval and closed interval. So what do you mean by open interval? How you will take open interval? So in order to take open interval, what we do, see, open interval means we are not including that number into solution. Let's suppose in the previous question this was given, right? X was greater than 100 by 24, means you are taking all the numbers which are greater than 4.1 but not exactly 1. You are not taking this 4.1, you are taking all the numbers which are bigger than 4.1, correct? So in order to represent this solution, we take a light circle. This is a light circle. Light circle, right? So in order to express this solution, what I'll write, x belongs to this, we have studied in the sets concept, class 11 sets. So this is the symbol of open interval, this, right? This bracket is a symbol of open interval. So your number includes 4.1 up to positive infinity. This is your solution. Means you are not taking 4.1, you are not taking infinity, right? You are taking all the numbers which are lying between 4.1 and positive infinity, right? It means that 4.1 is not included in your solution. 4.1 is excluded. Open interval means that excluding this is the lowest value, lowest possible value, and this is the upper possible value. Upper possible value, or sometimes we call it as limits also. We call this number as upper limit, also known as upper limit, and this number is known as lower limit, correct? Understood? So far so good, right? So this is the concept of open interval. So open interval includes all the numbers which are lying between 4.1 and positive infinity, but not exactly 4.1 and infinity. We cannot take, see, x cannot be equal to 4.1, x cannot be equal to positive infinity, but x can be equal to number which is lying between 4.1 and infinity. What number is lying? 5 is lying, so x can be equal to 5. So x is equal to 5 is the solution of this problem. 6, 7, 8, all the bigger numbers are the solution. decimal numbers will also come. Understood? Got it? Beta, have you understood? Got it. So now, if we have understood the concept of open interval, let us understand the concept of closed interval. Let's suppose what happens in a closed interval, apart from this x greater than 24, this will be given like this. X will be equal to, greater than or equal to 100 by 24. It means that x can be greater than 100 by 24, but it can also come equal to 100 by 24. It means that now you have to include this 4.1 in your solution. So how you will include this thing in your solution? So you will take this thing as a dark circle. So this is your dark circle. This dark circle and this light circle is just a way of understanding, right? This is for your understanding, dark circle, right? Dark circle. It means that you are including 4.1 and bigger than 4.1 numbers, right? So how you will express this answer? So your x should belong to this bracket. You know, this square bracket is representing that you are including this number. Which number you are including? You are including 4.1 as your solution, plus numbers which are bigger than 4.1, but actually you cannot take infinity as a solution. So when you are taking upper limit as infinity, always open interval will come. This is your closed interval, this is your open interval, right? So you cannot take closed interval because you cannot take infinity as a solution, right? Correct? But you can include 4.1 in your solution, right? So if greater than or equal to case is given, then you have to use closed interval. But if only greater than or less than is given, right? Greater than or less than is given, then you have to use open interval. Correct? Understood? So we will understand this concept in a more better way by solving questions, right? Questions that are given in your NCERT exercises. So let us solve each questions one by one. Okay, can you see the question is visible to you, beta? Is it visible? Right. So let us solve question number 1. So how we will solve this question number 1? This is very easy. How to solve question number 1? See, in the very first question, what is given? Solve for x means 24x is less than 100. So they have given two cases. First case is when x belongs to natural number. So what are natural numbers? Natural number means, correct, 1, 2, 3, 4 and all the positive integers up to positive infinity. These are natural numbers, right? So let us take question number 1 first part. So this is nothing but 24x by 100. So how we will find value of x? X will be equal to 100 divided by 24, correct? And when you will divide this 24 by 100, what we will get? This 100 divided by 24, nothing but try to solve. 4 6 are 24, right? And this will be equal to 25. 6 4 are 24, 1 carry, 6 1 are 6, right? So we will get exactly 4.1 approximately, right? So it means that your x is less than equal to 100 by 24, right? Or you can write this 100 by 24 as x is less than 4.1, correct? Correct? Understood? So now let us draw a number line. Let us draw a line for our understanding. Let us draw a line. Can you see that line on your screen? Okay. Now if I'll take this 4.1 over here. So all the numbers which are less than 4.1, so this is the symbol of less than. So all the numbers which are less than 4.1 will be lying this side. 3, 2, 1, 0 and then all the negative number, correct? Up to minus infinity. Right? We cannot take numbers which are bigger than 4.1, that is 5, then 6, then 7, right? So we have to take all the numbers which are less than 4.1, right? So first of all, we have to notice on type of inequality. Inequality is what? This is less than, not less than equal to. This is not given, only less than given. It means that we have to take open interval. So if greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to, these two cases are given, right? So I'll make a short note. Let me just tell you. if this is given less than or greater than, then use open interval, right? If greater than, equal to, or less than equal to is given, then use close interval, right? Correct? But try to understand if in your solution positive infinity or negative infinity is given, then if positive infinity or negative infinity is taken, then use always open interval, like this or like this. Correct? Understood? So now we have to take all the numbers which are less than 4.1, means we have to use light circle. Light circle means this 4.1 is not included in our solution. All the numbers which are less than 4.1, so this will be like this. Correct? So it means that your solution will be what? X belongs to what is there? Negative infinity, up from negative infinity to 4.1, because these numbers are smaller numbers and 4.1 is the biggest number possible that you can take according to this problem. X is less than 4.1 means that 4.1 is the largest number and smallest number can go up to negative infinity. Correct? So your answer will be, since minus infinity is given, so you have to always use open interval. Correct? Now since this is given, right, less than is given, so if we have to take less than or greater than, then we have to use open interval. So I will write 4.1 as open interval like this. So this will be your solution. Understood? So you have to take all the numbers which are less than 4.1, right? But you have to focus, you have to take natural numbers. So 4.1 will not come in your solution. 4 will also not, 4 will come actually, 4 will come, right? So you have to take all the numbers which are less than this thing. Understood? Correct, beta? Have you understood this question? Now let us solve this second part, when x is an integer. So 24x is less than 100, right? And this x is less than equal to 100 by 24. Alright, so in the previous question, what we have to do actually, like, we cannot take all the solution. We cannot take all the solution because x was belonging to natural number. And in natural number, we can take only positive numbers, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We cannot take negative numbers, right? So this is not included in your solution. This minus infinity will not come into a solution. All the natural numbers, means 1 is a natural number, this will come. Dark circle, 2 will come. 3 is also a natural number, this will come, and 4 is also a natural number, so 4 will also come. So your answer will not be this. Your answer will be x belong to which numbers you can take? You can take from 1 is included in your solution, from 1 to 4. This will be your solution. Why I am using this close interval? I am using close interval because you are including this as your solution. Means x can be equal to, if you write in the form of set, this can be written as 1 will be element, 2 will be element, 3 will be element, 4 will be element. So there are total 4 numbers which are your solution, because we have to take natural numbers. Correct? So this is your correct and final answer. Got it? I hope you are not getting confused. Right, beta? So now let's suppose we are taking integer now, right? So let us take integer. So second case, question number 1, second case, 24x is less than 100, means x is less than 100 by 24, or you can write x is less than 4.1. Please notice that x is an integer. Integer is represented by z, and when I'm talking about integers, means that there are two types of integers. One is positive integer and the other one is negative integer. You have two types of integer, positive integer and negative integer, right? So you can take both the integers, but in your case, let us draw a line. In your case, let us draw a line, right, beta? So this is what? This is your 4.1, correct? So you have to take all the numbers which are less than 4.1. Especially all the integers. It means that you cannot take decimal number. Decimal numbers are lying between this 4, this 3, all the numbers which are in 0.0, 3.1, 3.2, all these are decimal numbers. You cannot take decimal numbers, right, beta, as your solution, right? We have to exclude that in our solution. So you will get up to minus infinity, right? So since x is an integer, means this is not a decimal. You have to take integer. So 4.1 is not an integer. This is a decimal number. This is a decimal number. Correct, beta? Decimal. Right? So we cannot include 4.1 as our solution. We have to take all the integers. Right? So we can take this one as a solution. This one, this will be also included. This will be also included. This will be also included. And all the numbers which are less than this 4.1, all the positive, all the integer. It means that positive integers also, negative integers also. Now from 1 onwards, you will see all the negative integers from this, when you will take numbers which are less than 1, right? So your answer will be x belongs to, see, minus infinity to, because minus infinity cannot be included as a solution. That is why open interval is used, right? From minus infinity up to what number you can take? You can take this number as 4 as your solution. So you are including this 4 in your solution. That is why I am taking closed interval. I hope you have understood this concept of open interval and closed interval. Right? So x can be equal to 4, but x cannot be equal to this minus infinity, right? You cannot take a very, very less number that is approaching to minus infinity. That is why we are using open interval. And 4 is included in your solution. That is why we are using closed interval. This is closed interval. And this is your open interval. Correct? Understood? So this will be your solution in this case. Correct? Correct? Got it? Understood, beta? Have you understood this concept? Got it. So now let us solve question number 2. Right? So you want me to solve question number 2, or we should solve rest part of question number 1? So let us solve this question number 2 first, then we will solve question number 5. So let us solve this question number 2, right? So question number 2 is what, beta? Question number 2 is minus 12x is greater than 30. So what do you mean by this? So if you will find the value of x, this will be nothing but, this will be 30 by minus 12, correct? Right? Now if you will bring this minus side, so this can be written as minus 30 by 12, like this way, correct? Now what you have to do, if you will multiply by minus 1 both sides, then this inequality will get reversed, right? So if you will multiply, okay, so let's suppose we are not multiplying, because if a negative x was given, then we have to multiply, right? Otherwise no use. So if this question was given in this way, I'll tell you how then we have to use this concept. Let's suppose this minus sign will remain here, and you get what? Minus x is greater than 30 by 12, correct? Correct? Correct. Now, since we do not want any sign to this x, we want only positive sign, then only we can solve this question. So in order to make this, this is a coefficient of x. So the coefficient of x should be always a positive number. Means positive 1, not negative 1. So in order to make it as positive, then what should I do? I should multiply by minus both sign. Multiply by minus 1 both sides. So when I multiply by minus 1 both sides, the sign of inequality will get reversed, right? So this was, x was greater than 30 by 12, minus x was greater than 30 by 12. Now if you multiply by minus sign, you will guess x is less than minus 30 by 12. Understood? So this is the concept. This is the catch that you have to keep in your mind. So now you have to solve for this part, not this part. Correct? Now you have to solve this part. So the answer of this part will actually be the answer of this part only. So now you have to find a number x, all the number x which are actually less than minus 30 by 12. So what is the value of rough value of minus 30 by 12? So this is 30 by 12. So 2 6 are 12, 15, right? So 15 by 6. So when you divide 15 divided by 6, then you will get 6 2s are 12, 3 is left, 6 5s are 30. Exactly 2.5. So now this question can be written as in this way, that is x is less than minus 2.5, correct? So you have to take all the numbers which are less than minus 2.5. So let us draw a number line. This is our number line, right? So let us write that number, that is, this is our number 2.5, minus 2.5, right? So all the numbers which are less than minus 2.5 will be what? Like this, minus 3, minus 4, right? All the negative numbers. So these numbers are actually less than 2.5, and what numbers like bigger than 2.5 is minus 2, minus 1, then 0 will come, then all the positive integers 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So we have to take all the numbers which are less than minus 2.5. It means that we do not have to include minus 2.5 in our solution. We have to take all the numbers which are less than this minus 2.5. It means that minus 2.5 is the biggest number and smallest number can go up to minus infinity, right? And we have to keep in our mind that in question x belongs to natural number, right? So if x belongs to natural number, x means whatever number you are getting as a solution, that number must belong to natural number. So what is a set of natural number? Natural numbers include all these set of natural number like this, 1 2 3 4 5 6, up to positive infinity, right? These are the set of natural number. But what is your solution? From here, if you will find a solution, your solution will be like this: x belongs to minus infinity to negative 2.5. So minus infinity to all the numbers, that is up to minus 2.5, open interval, right? But if you will observe your solution, you are finding thus all the numbers, all the numbers are included, all the numbers, right? But natural numbers start from 1 in this way, all the numbers like this 1, 2, then 3, then 4. So you will see your solution does not belong to natural number, right? Whatever solution you are getting, that does not belong to a natural number, right? So whatever solution you are getting, that solution will be 5. It means that you are getting no solution, 5, null solution, correct? So your answer will be no solution, 5. How we will get solution? How we will get solution? When there will be intersection of sets. And how we will find the intersection? Let's suppose this question was given in this way. Let's suppose if this question was given as in this way, means x was greater than negative 2.5, correct? Correct. So numbers which are greater than 2.5, how many numbers would be there? In this way, right? So still, when you will take the intersection of these two solutions, you will get all the solution up from here, like 1 2 3, right? Then in that case, your solution would have been x belong to this, all these positive numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? But since you are taking this one and this is not intersecting with the natural numbers, so you are getting no solution, that is 5. Understood? Understood, beta? Have you understood? Have you understood? Any doubts are there? No doubts. Okay. Let us solve question number 3. Question number 3 is 5x minus 3 is less than 7. How we will solve this question, beta? 5x minus 3 is less than 7. So in a similar way, let us find the value of 5x. So let us bring this minus 3 towards this side. So this minus 3 will become plus 3. So 5x is less than 7 plus 3, right? So this 5x is less than 7 plus 3 is 10. right? Let us find value of x. X is nothing but 10 divided by 5. So what is 10 divided by 5? 10 divided 5 is nothing but 2, right? So we need to find the solution, all the numbers which are less than 2, right? And what is given? X belongs to integers. What are integers? Integers can be positive integers, integers can be negative integers, right? So you have to find all the numbers which are less than 2. So let us make a number line very quickly. Let's suppose this is our number line, this is 2, right? So numbers bigger than 2 are 2, 3, 4, 5 up to positive infinity. Numbers which are less than 2, that can be 1, 0, negative 1 and up to minus infinity, right? So we have to take all the numbers which are less than 2, but they should be integers, right? So less than 2 means we cannot take 2 as our solution. We have to take all the numbers which are less than 2, right? So this 2 will not be included in our solution. What we will include in our solution? This 1 will be included because this is an integer. 0 is also come, 0 will also come, negative 1 will also come, all the numbers will come up to minus infinity. So your answer will be x belongs to open interval minus infinity to all these numbers, that is negative 1, negative 0, all the numbers will come as a solution. So this will be your solution. Got it? Have you understood? Okay, this can be written as in this way. This will be your answer, right? We have to take 2, no, because we are taking 2. So this x cannot be equal to 2. This answer can be written in another form in this way, right? X belong to minus infinity to 1. So 1, I am including this 1 in my solution, right? So you can write your answer in this way also. Meaning of both the answers are same. Correct? Correct, beta. Have you understood this question? Have you understood? Have you understood, beta? Correct. So let us solve next question. Second part of the solution, second part of this question, that is when x belongs to real number. X is a real number. So we have to solve for real numbers. So how we will solve this for real numbers? X was less than 2. So real numbers, it means that all the numbers, means we can take decimal numbers also, right? So what will be your solution? See, in previous section, you can write your answer in this way also. In your book, the answer is given like this, right? In form of set. So how they are giving solution? They are giving solution like this, in this way. They are giving solution in this way, right? Up to minus infinity dot 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 dot. They are taking all the numbers like minus 3 will come, minus 2 will come, minus 1 will come, then 0 will come, then 1 will come, and we cannot take 2, so we are ignoring 2. So this, you can write your answer in this way also, in set form. Correct? In your book, answer is given actually in this way, right? So now let us solve this second part. We have to solve all the numbers, that is x less than 2. So make a number line, mark 2. Then you will find that on your left hand side all the negative numbers are there, right? Now you can take all the numbers, numbers which are lying in between this decimal numbers also, like 1 is given, 0 is given, so 0.5, 1.5. These numbers can also come as a solution, minus 2, minus 3, so up to minus infinity, right? Since this is given x is less than 2, so it means that less than 2, we cannot take exactly 2 as your solution. You have to take all the numbers which are less than 2. So you will take all the numbers, right? But you cannot take 2 exactly, right? So all these numbers will come as a solution. So you can write this minus infinity to 2 as a solution. So this will be your answer. Remember that you are not taking 2 in your solution. You are not including minus infinity in your solution, right? So I'll tell you a general way. Let's suppose you are writing something in closed interval. So if you are writing in closed interval, let's suppose I'm give an example. So it means that 2 and 3 can be your solution. x can be equal to 2, x can be equal to 3, and x can be equal to something which belongs to in between 2 and 3. So there are infinite numbers between 2 and 3, right? But if you are writing in this way, x belongs to 2 comma 3, it means that you are not taking 2. X cannot be equal to 2, x cannot be equal to 3, but x can be equal to all the numbers which are lying between 2 and 3. Have you understood this concept of open interval and closed interval? Why I'm taking this open interval at when I'm seeing positive infinity or minus infinity? Because we cannot include this minus infinity or plus infinity in our solution. So if you'll take, if you'll see anywhere if infinity is given, then you have to always take this open interval. Open interval, right beta? Correct? And if you'll see in the question, x was less than 2. So x was less than 2 means that x cannot be equal to 2. So that is why we are excluding this thing in from our solution. X cannot be equal to. That is why we are as a symbol that how you will come to know that whether I am taking this 2 or not. So this is the method of representing, way of representing that if I am using this type of bracket, it means that by saying this you can say, okay, x, okay, I'm not taking 2 in my solution. I'm not including 2 in my solution. I have to take all the numbers which are exactly lying between minus infinity and 2, right? Correct? So what do you mean by this? Your answer can be a number which is lying between minus infinity to 2. So there are infinite solution. How? You can take minus 3 is also solution, minus 3.1 is also solution, right? 2 is not your solution, 0.2 is your also solution, you know. So lot of number, there are infinite number of there are infinite numbers in between this thing, right? You can take all the numbers. Understood? Have you understood beta? Got it?